When I was younger, I thought the ability to read minds was the coolest power because you were always one step ahead of others and you could even win in rock, paper, scissors. You know, dumb kid logic. But when you age, you start to realize something. People are kind of dumb. Not only that, you start to find out that some people don't even have internal monologues. So the ability to read minds kind of becomes useless at that point. I already know what it's like to hear someone's thoughts because my coworker doesn't know how to think to herself. This woman is constantly saying what's on her mind, and the worst part is, she doesn't even know she's talking to herself. My god. I feel drained just hearing her thoughts daily. I can't imagine being cursed with this power and having to hear everybody's thoughts. Today's manga is a little manga by the name of Mousou Telepathy, or in English, Delusion Telepathy. It's a Yonko web manga by a person named Nobel. And I just found out that she streams on Twitch, so that's cool. If you don't know what a Yonkoma is, basically, it's a 4-panel gag manga. It's a very popular style with some bangers like B Gotta HK, Blend S, K-On!, Lost, The Disastrous Life of Saikai K, and Tomo-chan is a Girl. Mousou Telepathy is a short read with only 717 chapters. I know what I said sounds like a lot, but each chapter is 1 page long, and a standard manga chapter is about 15 pages long. So when you compare it to like a manga like One Piece, it's about the same size as the Thriller Bark arc. The first thing that you'll notice when you start reading this manga is that it has color. Nobel uses color to distinguish between reality and imagination. Reality has the usual black and white manga tone to it, but I feel like it could also represent how boring and dull reality could be. While whenever you see color, you know it's someone else's thoughts, kind of like how some people have colorful imaginations. The story of Mousou Telepathy follows the main character Nakano Ayako, and she has the ability to read minds. She's been like this since she was 5, so she tries not to listen to other people's thoughts. But if someone was to direct a thought towards her, she'll be able to hear it. Someone like the main guy, Toda Hayato. Toda is a normal guy with the problem of not being able to express his emotions. You would think a guy like this is calm and rational, but let's take a peek in his mind real quick. My god, this man is a fellow degenerate, and he sits in front of Nakano, so she can't really escape his delusions. You will watch as Nakano tries to live her life normally, while Toda is constantly thinking of being with her. You know this is said in a Japanese school if the worst thing that you find someone thinking is a perverted thought. Can you imagine this story taking place in the US? The main character will run out of lead in their mechanical pencil, so they'll turn around to ask the person behind them if they can have some lead. They'll hear sure, but then you'll look into their mind and you'll see him saying something about giving everyone lead soon. The main character is thinking 0.9mm lead. He's thinking 9mm lead. Pumped up kicks are playing. Then let me tell you more about Nakano. Basically, she's a gloomy loner. I mean, it makes sense. It would be hard to make friends when you're able to see what they truly think about you. She reads the room, but really she just reads people's thoughts in order to go with the flow and do what people ask of her. So this gets people to like her, right? Kinda, but most of the time they think that she's trying too hard to be a teacher's pet or she's just a plain doormat. So this girl can't win. No one knows she has the ability to read minds, not even her parents. She tried to tell her mom once, but she found out real quickly that that's gonna be a bad idea. But hey, at least she has a wonderful sense of style. Luckily for her, she's soon going to meet her best friend, Azuma Manami. But she goes by Mana. So I'll be calling her Mana as well. Mana is the type of character where you sit there and you think that this character sucks and is very annoying. But then the story progresses and stuff happens and she starts to change. And before I knew it, I was rooting for her happiness more than I was rooting for Nakano's. So don't write her off too early. The reason for the hate is because she's the childhood friend of Toda, along with this dude, and she is in love with Toda. She tries her best to scare off any pursuers, She befriends Nakano because she needs a way to get in between them. But this backfires because it wasn't Nakano that was in love with Toda, it was Toda who was in love. Like I said before, stuff happens in the manga and she starts to change. Read the manga for the details of that. It's great, it's quick, trust me. But basically, after the drama, Nakano tells Mana about her ability to read minds, and so the two start to slowly become best friends. They have good times, they have bad times, but they're together all the time now, so it's wonderful. Before I talk about Toda, the main guy, I'm going to briefly talk about the other main characters. We have Toda's best friend, Yashima Akira. Not much to say about this guy, besides he's very chill, he's green, and he loves bikes. Girlfriend's hot too. Next is Shimizu Kiyoshi. He was supposed to be Toda's rival, but he's kind of dumb, so all it took was Nakano saying that, no, you're not actually in love with me, for him to be like, oh, I guess you're right. And then we have Sano. He just shows up towards like the middle of the story to flirt with Mana. He's alright. Toda is a funny fellow. Bro makes me laugh without even needing to talk. The way he acts is polar opposite to the way he thinks. He can't express his emotions, so he's a stoic guy on the outside, but on the inside, what could I say? The dude has an imagination. Being able to see into Toda's mind brings the story to life. He is very expressive when he's in his mind. Like when a younger classmate confesses to Nakano, on the outside his reaction was like this, all cool and stuff, but on the inside, ooh, the boy broke down. So it's hard to write this guy off as just a pervert. I can't help but root for this guy. If you're looking for a short, funny manga to read, I definitely recommend this one. It has great characters and an interesting story. However, I don't think there's a way to buy the English version, so you might have to hoist up your Jolly Roger and go searching for it. But it's a treasure worth finding. This is going to be it for today's video. This manga is already finished and the creator is currently working on a new one. If you checked out this manga and enjoyed it, try out her new one. You might like it too. I might make another video about this manga because the things I wanted to talk about in this manga involve spoilers of it, and I wanted to give people the chance to read it before I dive into spoilers. So if you're interested in that, please consider subscribing. I'll be trying to pump out more videos on mangas that I want to recommend as fast as I can, but I'm new to this, so sorry in advance if I waste your time. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.